Welcome back to the channel, bringing you the latest news from around the world. Picture this. Dawn at the Panama Canal, a massive container ship inching through the locks. Global trade hanging in the balance. For over a century, this waterway has been the world's shortcut, a symbol of power and commerce. Now imagine a headline: China building a $50 billion Panama Canal rival. It sounds like a geopolitical thriller. China carving a new path through Central America, challenging US influence. But is it true? Is China really pouring $50 billion into a canal to rival Panama? The answer: no. There is no secret Chinese mega canal project in the Americas. The story is a myth. Misinformation that distracts from what's really happening. China isn't building a rival canal, but its influence at the Panama Canal is real, and far more subtle. Tonight, we'll separate fact from fiction and reveal the real story behind China's ambitions. The truth is more nuanced, more complex, and just as consequential. Let's dig in. So, where did the $50 billion canal rumor come from? The answer: China's Pinglu Canal. A massive project, but not a Panama rival. The Pinglu Canal is being built in Guangxi, China for about $10 billion. Its purpose? To connect China's inland regions to the coast, boosting domestic trade. It's a 135-kilometer waterway for 5,000-ton ships. Impressive, but strictly internal. This canal won't impact global shipping routes or the Atlantic-Pacific shortcut. Comparing Pinglu to Panama is like comparing a local highway to an international airport. The confusion comes from conflating a big Chinese project with global ambitions. The Pinglu Canal is about China's internal logistics, not global dominance. The real story isn't a new canal in the Americas, it's something already in place. Let's look closer. But what about the Nicaraguan Canal? Didn't China try to build one there? In 2013, a Hong Kong businessman, Wang Jing, proposed a $50 billion canal through Nicaragua. It was never a Chinese government project, just a private venture with big dreams and little funding. Beijing kept its distance, and the project quickly unraveled. Environmental concerns, protests, and financial troubles doomed it. By 2018, the company behind it vanished, and the canal dream died. The lesson? Even projects with a Chinese connection aren't always state-backed or successful. China's government prefers pragmatic investments, not risky high-profile gambles. The real strategy is quieter, more effective, and already shaping the region. The Nicaragua Canal was a ghost. Never real, never a true threat. China's real influence comes from a different direction. Here's where China's presence is real: the ports at the Panama Canal. C.K. Hutchison Holdings, a Hong Kong-based giant, operates the Balboa and Cristobal ports at both ends of the canal. This isn't new. C.K. Hutchison has been there for decades, running key logistics hubs. By managing these terminals, a Chinese-linked company has insight and influence over global trade flows. This is strategic, not through military might, but commercial operations. China's playbook is about acquiring and operating existing infrastructure, not building new canals. For the US, this commercial presence is a major concern. Ports can be dual use with security implications. The real tension isn't about digging a new canal, but about who controls the gates to the old one. This is the quiet, commercial front line of global competition, and it's far more significant than any phantom canal. The US isn't ignoring China's growing influence in Panama. As C.K. Hutchison's role expanded, Washington ramped up diplomatic and economic pressure. In 2024, Panama withdrew from China's Belt and Road Initiative, a major shift widely seen as US-driven. The US is also pushing to replace C.K. Hutchison with a more friendly operator at the canal's ports. Reports suggest American-backed investors are preparing to bid for these strategic assets. This is a direct challenge to China's foothold, a new kind of geopolitical chess match. The contest isn't about armies, but about who controls the arteries of global trade. Panama is caught in the middle, balancing economic ties with China and security ties with the US. The battle for the canal's ports is a microcosm of the larger US-China rivalry. It's about supply chains, infrastructure, and influence, not just ships and water. The stakes are high, and the outcome will shape the future of global commerce. This is the real story behind the headlines. Let's set the record straight. Myth: China is building a $50 billion canal in Central America. False. Fact: the Pinglu Canal is a $10 billion domestic project in China, not a global shortcut. Myth: the Nicaraguan Canal was a Chinese state project. False: it was a failed private venture. Fact: China's real influence is through commercial control of Panama Canal ports, not new canals. The real competition is about who operates and controls the world's critical infrastructure. China's strategy is patient, commercial, and deeply integrated into global logistics. The US is pushing back, recognizing the stakes for national security and economic power. The future of global trade will be shaped by these quiet battles for ports and supply chains, not by sensational headlines. Understanding this reality is key to seeing the true contest for global influence. The story isn't about a new canal, it's about control over the existing pathways of power, and that contest is only just beginning.